Welcome everyone, it's Vapors Drakamar. The sound did not come out, but this is still worth watching. Now trust me, you might ask, why and how? Good question. So I start off with getting a void shard. Now we don't pull the void shard, surprisingly. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But this is also another lesson, and you'll see. You'll see what the lesson is. But I'm not going to spoil what the lesson is. So, I go up, collect my gems. I start summoning mystery shards. But it's not the mystery shards that's the shock. No. What the shock is a lot more incredible than that. So we get the two Sister Militant Battle Sister, very similar champions, and a Axeman. Now, I go out of this, and I go to the market, and I notice there's a glowing red dot. I see an Ancient Shard. I get the Ancient Shard. I open the Ancient Shard during this event, and lo and behold, it's an epic. It's TORAGI the Frog! Yes! This champion is wanted by all of my competitors. Everyone wants him. I'd say he is the most wanted. The most wanted. Shadowkin, probably the most wanted champ in potentially the whole game. The most wanted epic. And he's right there. I got him. And I was in total shock. It's like, this changes everything. This changes everything. When I make him grow up, amazing stuff's going to happen. Like, amazing. But I'm just going to have to resort to opening some more shards. Because there is a serious problem I need to discuss. Now, you may ask what this serious problem is. I'll tell you. This account has a terrible problem with upgrades. Its armor and gear is bad. So, all of the potential of TORAGI the Frog right now is temporarily squandered. Because I now have to level him and I have to find the gear. And this account has terrible problems with gearing. But it's luck on pulls, as you can clearly see. This is why I pull shards in this account. This is why. Because the luck on this account is god tier when it comes to pulls. Terrible on gearing, which means I'm going to have to go ham and cheese with that. So yeah, we're going to start leveling TORAGI the Frog. I will be doing some more League of Legends. I had to do some very important work with some visitors. My cousin Valerie and Laura came over to do stuff. I'm still trying, as you can clearly see, to improve my Sathia Flametongue. But my Sathia Flametongue still needs help. Like, a lot of help. I also have to do some missions to help my get books for Reliquary Tender. Because Reliquary Tender needs help. I will eventually get Reliquary Tender to 6-star on here as well. I mean, Sathia is already 6-star, but has serious issues with gearing and serious issues with leveling. I use this Brimstone Pass as a... Oh yeah, and he is hype. He's hype even from here. He's tanky straight away. But he gets tankier with time. If you give him the gear and the levels, he suddenly turns into a monster. Like an absolute beast. Like, Hell Hades is probably drooling right now. Like, at this, he would drool at this champ. That's how insane this champ is. Like, he's so disappointed that he had to use a Usurga instead of a Toragi. That's how big Toragi is. He is game. Okay, I wouldn't say game like changing, as more like game shattering. Like, game changing doesn't tell you what Toragi's capable of with the right gear and the right power. It doesn't tell you anything. This champ is a god. But it's gonna take a while for the godliness of this Toragi to really sink in. I need to find the gear for him. I need to go to the highest dragon lair I could do and see if I can get him the gear that he needs. Because I can guarantee you we do not have the gear that I need for Toragi to thrive. I don't, like, nothing I currently have is worth Toragi. Here I'm just trying to, grind the XP. How you guys doing? Like and subscribe if you like the videos. I do realize that my audio didn't come out, so I will be correcting that soon. Whenever I can. But right now, I'm trying to correct it where it matters most. Because this video means a lot to me. Even though it may not mean a lot to you, because this account has crap for upgrades. But trust me. Trust me, when this account gets its upgrades, stuff is going down. Some stuff is going down. Like, there is going to be some clan boss records shattered into pieces. Just shattered. Like, I can't even explain what's going to happen when this account actually develops. Like, we're talking easily 10, 20 million. Easily. 10, 15 million. Like, it's going to be incredible if I get the gear and these people grow up. Like, when Sathia, Toragi grows up, we put an apothecary in with the Kale. Yeah, you can tell where this is going. Like, it's incredible. I won't need Mortu once this guy upgrades. Like I won't need him for the boss, I mean. I'll still want him in arena, because Mortu Macabre has a very special thing that he can do. Mortu Macabre is a incredible why is he incredible? He's incredible because he can block revive. So I am having like an intense focus on these Diabolists, because also I want Diabolists. I want to fully upgrade my Diabolist, get my arena team online entirely. Toragi is going to be incredible in arena. In fact, he's so incredible in arena, I might even go so far as to not even include her in arena, Sathia Flametongue. In some situations, I may just include later on, when I get Toragi there, I'm going to include just Toragi the Frog with that. Potentially. There is a potential of that. Because, like, Toragi has a shield and an ally protect. I don't even know how to emphasize how incredible that is for a defense. At least on arena defense. He will definitely, maybe not, like, I'll have him for arena offense. Don't get me wrong. I'll have him for arena offense. Well, Apothecary's mandatory. Because Apothecary, the reason he's mandatory is you need a speed lead. There's no ifs, ands, ors, or buts. There's a reason why I got a level 60 Haikatoon on my other account. There's a reason. The reason is that you cannot do Arena properly without a Haikatoon. But yeah. I'm doing my daily quests as well. I'm moving on to the boss because I want to do the quest of defeat 3 campaign bosses. So like and subscribe if you like the content. I will be taking down my Deacon video and reposting it with sound improved because the sound didn't come out because my software glitched and I wasn't aware of it, and I only was just aware of it. Because see, the thing is, I'm playing the game more than I'm watching the videos, unfortunately, because I'm like trying to make a lot of breakneck progress. So that's part of the struggle. So yeah, we killed Mortu Macabre. Mortu, I have Mortu, I just don't have him where I need him. He's still going to be useful in Arena, but he might not even... I might just have him on a situational basis for now, because Toragi the Frog is going to outclass him. Toragi the Frog is going to outclass him by a lot. Now, you may ask why. Well, shield plus ally protect for a defense, plus a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, I don't even need to explain to you how incredible that actually is. So yeah, of course, I'm going to be putting my first potions investment and stuff into him. I might even dump, well, after I level them, I'm going to be trying my hardest to hyper level him later. I'm going to be going into XP boost. I'm going to take one of my XP boosts, and I'm going to later on hyper level and get him to 50 or even 6-star as quick as I can. Because holy hell, if he gets his, even if 5-star, get him to 5-star, get him his gear. Yeah, get him his gear. He's going to kick butt. And this is another vivid example. I'm going to try to do some Arena, and you're going to watch some bad stuff happen to me because I just don't have the upgrades. And it won't even be immediately obvious until I fight them that I don't have the upgrades. But this is a vivid example of why upgrades matter a lot. Even if your champions are amazing, if you don't have the upgrades, guess what? Just watch. Just watch. Even if I cleanse I cleanse it, see? Watch. He just died. Straight up, he just died. And I cleansed the decreased defense off. Imagine how high that damage would have been if I didn't cleanse it. See? I don't even have a chance. This right here. This is why upgrades are often better than champions at a certain point. Because this account is so early game that the champs just don't have the potential yet to do what they're supposed to do. See, she has a higher speed Haikatoon, so they easily outspeed me. And that's why Toragi won't matter for a while. Even though he is the greatest pull I've ever had in the entire history of this game, it's not going to matter for quite some time because he's just not going to have the upgrades yet to do what he's supposed to do. But when he gets the gear, when I actually get the gear, it's going to be nuts when I actually get the gear. But it's for the time being, I don't even have the gear necessary. It's sad. It's a sad part about this account. Incredible luck with pulls. It has an incredible future, which is why I'm going to be playing on this account on a regular basis. But its current state is terrible. because it just doesn't have the upgrades for the champs to do anything close to what they're supposed to do. Because trust me when I say, one day, just you wait, one day this account will become God tier. This account will be on the level of Hell Hades, etc., etc. But it needs the gear and the masteries and all that other shenanigans. Because pulls alone won't save you. It just won't. Because upgrades for quite a while mean more than pulls. Because most of the time, if you don't have the upgrades, you're just screwed. See how much speed and stuff they've got? Like, if I had the right upgrades on Sathia Flametongue, I'm pretty sure she would be doing a lot more by now. And I can't even keep Kale alive. Because it's not just levels. You can see here that I have 260s. The 260s barely are doing their job. Why? Because their gear is not there. Like, even the Kale has the masteries. His gear is terrible. So, because of this, I just can't get a break. I literally can't get a break. Because everyone else has better gear. They all have better gear, better speed, better everything. In terms of like, not even pulls. Better upgrades. And it's going to take me such a long time before the champions that I pulled, before the impact settles in. Because the impact right now, it doesn't, like, okay, I could pull the best champ in the game. I could pull a Man-Eater, like a miscreated monster and everything from Mystery Shards. I could pull like the best possible pulls in the game. Means nothing right now. Because if you don't have the upgrades, if you don't have the gear, it doesn't go. That's the bitterness of it. Like you see how hard I'm struggling in Arena? My champs are not even bad. It's just the upgrades. Everyone else in the world seems to have better upgrades than me. They've gotten a hold of better gear. They know where the gear is. They have it all leveled and everything. Except me. I'm like the last one. Or maybe not this, like, kind of like this guy a little bit. Maybe not quite this guy, but, like, it feels like I'm one of the last people that doesn't have these upgrades. That is, like, struggling. Not because of the pulls that they have, but because the upgrades are just not there. and I shouldn't even be struggling as hard as I am because I have 260s on here. But I am because the upgrades mean even more than the fact that I have them to 60. And it sucks. It's the same problem with my other account. Like, I've got 460s. That probably should have a higher rank, but it doesn't. Because the upgrades are just not there. I don't have the best gear. I don't have the gear that you need. I even have that Burenguri, but I can't use him. Because he, again, doesn't have the upgrades. He literally doesn't have the upgrades. That's just how it is, you know? Like, it's a real shame. It's a real shame to mention this stuff, but not only that, I make a terrible discovery after completing the daily quests. I'm still trying to upgrade this legendary chestplate, which clearly doesn't happen. Try as I might to make it work. But yeah. Yeah, this is the one that took up all the time when I figured out I was supposed to win artifacts from campaign. Yeah, this took up a lot of time, I think. Especially because I think I messed up. I uh I put Toragi in there because he is a future emperor of the clan boss. You don't see him as an emperor of the clan boss, but one day, trust me, one day he will become like a Norog of clan boss, but better. Like he will be a god, but right now he's just a noob. He can't do much. And I know you guys are going to be hating on that, but I swear to God, one day this guy is going to be so godlike, you're going to see what I'm talking about. And then it won't be funny anymore. But for now, it's all fun and games until I actually get him what he needs. Was that the... And then I realized it's something else. There's a reason I'm doing this. It's for upgrading Reliquary Tender. It's not for... I have some bad luck with... I also put another Shadowkin in here, I think. Because yes, I'm actually getting incredible Shadowkin on this account for some reason. All of a sudden, I'm getting Shadowkin. Like, it's basically like I pulled a Gintoro, to be honest. It's literally like I pulled a Gintoro. Like, what I'm trying to do here, as you could clearly see, is to complete quests that, as you could clearly see, I should have done a long time ago and didn't. I didn't bother. But I'm doing it and one-shotting this guy, trying to get the gear. So I got that done. And then it resets. And then I have to go win all these items from Karok. And then or Arnok Sewers. And then Arnok Sewers trolls the living hell out of me. But I'm doing this for a reason. I'm trying to book my Reliquary Tender. That's the goal. And then later I have to get Reliquary to 6-star. But the bitter thing is, I don't think I will be straight away. Because you want to know who means more to me right now than Reliquary Tender? Take a good long guess. I'll give you a couple guesses. If you guessed this Toragi the frog, you are correct. No, you are correct. So we're gonna be impinging on these lizard men. We're just looking at us, unknowing that we are going to absolutely nuke their brains out. And see, this is another thing. Levels and items and all, it means a lot. Look how fast they're getting destroyed. This didn't happen in the early game. That is the power of all these upgrades. You don't see all of this power, but it's definitely there. And here the game also showers me in mystery shards for some mysterious reason. Oh yes, yes, a very mysterious reason. It's not like I'm not going to play League or I'm going to grind at night, because I will be. This is a long episode, longer than I wanted it to be, because the challenges took much longer than I expected, because apparently the game is just like, you know what? We're going to give you something dumb. Like that happens a lot in this game. Like sometimes you get stuff like Toragi the frog and you're like, "Oh my god, that is an absolute game changer. What on earth?" And then other times it's like, why are you giving me a mystery shard? Come on, just give me the gear, please, game. It's so... The RNG in this game is just, sometimes it really gets under your skin, because you're like, I just want this, and then the game's like, no, we're trolling you. It's like, that's a guaranteed. It's like, no, it's not guaranteed. Don't give me that. Don't give me that. It's not guaranteed. Or, it's 2 times. It's such a big deal. It's not as big of a deal as you think it is. Alright. So I think I get a Skullsworn in here, which is one of the better pulls. Skullsworn are interesting. I think they do have good use in certain areas of the game. Mystery shards, the main use of mystery shards is to farm food. But every so often, mystery shards can give you insane things. Like I got a kale from a mystery shard on my other account. Saved it completely. So there's a possibility. It's a small possibility, quite small, but it's there. Hell, you could get a miscreated monster or some other thing that's insane, like a Gnarlhorn. I got a Gnarlhorn from a times 10 mystery shard, and Gnarlhorn is one of the best rares in the game. I got an apothecary and I got an apothecary and a second one. I might have all got them from mystery shards. So it is possible. It's just such a low probability that most of the time, 90, like a huge percentage, I don't know the exact percentage, but it's probably around 90% or more. It's around 90% or more of the time, it's just food. Congratulations, you got food. And then like 10% or less, it's like, oh my god, the pull is insane. That's insane. Or I got a dupe rare. Or something like that. But most of the time, you don't even get rares. You get commons and uncommons. I mean, commons and uncommons can sometimes work, but they're mostly food. Most commons and uncommons are food. And they're not just food. They're like the worst type of food. They're the food that you have to upgrade multiple times to make work. And unfortunately for me, I got a plague of mystery shards, and it just didn't work. Somebody had a Draco the Gaunt that they got to 5. I don't think they get him to 6 yet, because then they have to get all the food. I think they were just looking to ascend him with all their leftover, their potions that they got from grinding Spirit Keep, which, fair play to them. Because it's very difficult to actually get all those spirit potions. I don't even want to... I don't even want to visualize how many spirit potions they must have had to get him to that point. Because that had to be a disgusting amount of spirit potions to get him to rank. Because, you see, he needed superior spirit potions and not a small number, like a lot of superior spirit potions. So I collect all the rewards. I'm still trying to clear out Arnox's stuff. I end up burning all of my energy practically doing this from memory. I'm not even joking. And then I end up blowing all of the books on Reliquary Tender, and then something very surprising happens when I do it. But, I mean, I'm not complaining exactly. I will be using Reliquary Tender in certain content. But Toragi is... he's really valuable. Like, in all content, not just clan boss. He might be the best defense champion I've ever owned. Like, he might even be able to solo Borgoth. Straight up. He might be one of the few. Hell, he might even stop my team from getting provoked by Borgoth. That's how powerful he is. But it's not going to happen until I get the gear and the levels for him, etc. Right now, he's just a little Toragi. He's a little pond frog. But one day he will become a god. Like an unbelievably insane defense god of poison. He's not there yet. He's a trainee. He's a little pond frog with a large tongue, but one day, trust me, one day he will be an oasis of health, ally protection, and shielding that will literally do massive damage. Yeah, I had to repeat this level a lot, as you can clearly see, because the game was clearly intent on me not doing this mission. They were like, no, we don't want you to do this mission. We want to make this mission hard. We want you to repeat this level a lot. Someone got a Samar Gem Curse? That's interesting. Samar Gem Cursed, he's not as good as you might think he would be, you know? Because you would think a Samar Gem Cursed would do more, but obviously not. Another thing that's disappointing about Arena is as you progress through the game, the arena gets so much harder to the point where if you don't have your champions leveled, etc., they just get obliterated. That is something that it becomes more and more of a problem as you go up the ranks. By the time you get to gold, if the champion there you have isn't 60 and fully ascended and you put them in and they're not like a legendary with like insane gear or epic with insane gear, then you're practically trolling at that point. You are basically trolling. Because at that point, I'm trying to commentate back over the what?
Cover the lawnmower.
All right.
And take out the compost.
All right. So yeah. So you want to kill the lizards and the dog things because this is part of the mission. The mission, earn this really garbage armor. Earn it. Or get mystery shards and have to try to earn it again. And then have it all fill up your overflow of artifacts because I don't have any space for the garbage gear in the first place. Like I call it trash gear because, see, it was useful at like level 4 or some, like level 6 or something, level 7. It's not useful now. I can tell you it's not useful now. Or even like lower levels. Like the second people start getting 6 stars and stuff, the usefulness of this gear drops hard on its head. Like the usefulness of the gear just drops off the face of the earth. It falls off so hard I can't even explain it. I can't even explain how hard it drops. But suffice it to say, it drops very hard. Much like those lizard men just did. Uros the Soul Cage. Somebody's been farming Doom Tower. Somebody. I still do not know what my clan's doing, honestly. Like, my clan confuses the hell out of me. They don't play the game enough at all. I'm still training my Toragi. He's still eventually going to get to the point where he does his job. He's just not on par with the rest of the world. The rest of the world I have is 5 or 6 star. He needs to get to 5 or 6 star. Like straight up. Like I'm actually prioritizing him now more than anyone else. Like he's top priority because of what he can do. Like my elixirs and stuff, everything is going to be dumped into him and Cynthia Flametongue for the foreseeable future. You know, all the campaign missions dumped into him. You know, all that stuff. Granted, I'm not going to dump rare books in him because he's not a rare champion. You want to use the epic books for the epics and the legendaries for the legendaries. So yeah, as you can clearly see, I have to grind through the sewers a lot. Thankfully, even though the RNG was really awful to me in the sewers, it's a fast stage, so it's not too bad. So how you guys doing today? I mean, I'm still going to probably be doing some League later, but I've got to grind Raid first, because Raid is going to take precedence right now, because I've got a lot of work to do in Raid. I got my other account, just randomly got an XP boost from the thing, and I got to work hard on that. The game keeps giving me mystery shards, which was frustrating. It's very mysterious. I don't understand why I'm getting this many mystery shards from this level. But sure, game. Sure, because then I have to upgrade all that food. And I will be upgrading food. I will actually be turbo leveling food at some point. Because I need that Toragi to get to 6 star. Or 5 star first. Get him to 5 star, then get him to 6. I'm sticking by what I said. Like, my plans have been rerouted entirely because of his existence. He has literally rewrote what I want to do in the game. Because the problem with revivers and stuff like that, which I will be doing later, is they don't really protect you as much as Shield and Ally protect, which is what he offers both. And he does damage. And he poisons. He has the full, like, he does it all. He literally does it all. And that's why everything except maybe revive. He does the rest. which I'll gladly take any day of the week. This one was out of my frustration. I still have to get 2 more boots. Like, these missions are irksome. They really are. Like, some of these missions, if you don't get them done early game, like now, they chafe. They chafe away at you because, like, you're like, I have to grind this level that's like level 5s this much. It's like, yep. Yes, sirree, Bob. And it barely gives any levels to Toragi, which is a crying shame because I have to, like, take him to a better level, like Brutal, and grind him there. And level him there because, again, he's not gonna stand out until he gets his upgrades. Until he gets his levels and upgrades, he's not gonna stand out. Once he gets there, though, the power is going to be incredible. Even at level 50, he's going to do a lot for my team. But until he gets to level 50, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. Someone got ricked off the bold and is ascending them. I don't know much about him. I do know ascending legendary champions is an absolute pain because what they do, on top of getting more mystery shards, someone got a Herndig, incredible champion. I haven't made a guide or anything about him. I didn't manage to complete his fusion because I'm stupid and because I'm bad at resource management. I'm still bad at it. Okay, finally we got the 5 boots. Now we gotta grind the boss. So I have to go to my energy reserve packs over here and take one of them. I mean, energy is a difficult resource to manage, but like I'm not doing too terrible, I feel, given how much is going on. Like, I'm doing badly, but we'll get that under control when we get that under control. You have to play the game a lot to make progress, okay? So it's going to be hard to manage energy when you have to work so hard to make progress. We one-shot him. Just hilarious. Because again, how is he going to survive a 60 Kale when he's level 7? He's not. He's not, but the amount of artifacts I have to get from him is still significant. Someone else got a Herndig? Or is it the same guy? Alright, so yeah. These lizards are staying there unaware that their fate is sealed in under 10 seconds. So, with that, we're going to try to book our Reliquary Tender. And all of her books go into her first ability. Wonderful. And so, with that, one day, we will get Toragi to where he needs to be. So then I start looking towards tag team. You may ask why. Well, I'll tell you. I have a lot of unfinished business when it comes to this because I still need to get Drexstar frags to some extent. It's necessary. I also need to improve my bulwark. Like every one of these champs can use an upgrade even if you can't see it. You'll see what I mean in a second. Watch this. When he gets that off, only one that survives is these two. Because I didn't put a cleanse up. I should have put my reliquary tender here. I should have thought this through. Because you need to cleanse that buff off. So, at this point, everything seems lost. But my Kale still has masteries and is still 10 levels above everyone. So, I try to go for that. He gets smacked. I'm very nervous. I put my acid rain on them. And then with the boosted turn meter, I finally take him out. Just. Very scary. Very scary stuff. Okay, block their buffs with that. I mean, I will eventually upgrade more to Macabre, but Toragi the Frog is such a bigger deal than Mortu Macabre. Like, Toragi the Frog is... I can't even explain it. I can't even explain people that are way, way better players of this game than me, who have much better upgrades, much better gear and everything. They would kill to have a Toragi the Frog. They would love to have that. They would probably pay me $1,000 to have a Toragi the Frog, or more. But although I have him, he's not going to make an impact for a while because I just don't have the gear and the upgrades for him. Don't you love it when you're early game and you have a champ that will literally destroy everyone you know, but you can't use it because the champ doesn't have the upgrades. It doesn't have the upgrades. Like, it's bitter. It really is. Cause like, this account is the exact opposite of my other account in some ways. Like, it's got like terrible trouble with upgrades, and I'm still working on it like crazy. But its luck with shards. Its luck with shards is nothing short of insane. Like, it's nothing short of insane. And one day, one of my accounts will get a... the thing. They will get what I want. The upgrades. And they'll finally get to where I need it to go. Because again, the pulls doesn't change being a new player. It just doesn't. It doesn't change the upgrade curse of being a new player.